I think that just in general, like as people, we need to understand that as passionate as you feel about your beliefs, they feel just as passionate about their beliefs.
Yeah.
Or, even if you have maybe the same beliefs, but you kind of view them different, everyone has their life experiences that play into it. So you're never going to be able to get someone on the same page as you 100%. It's always going to be a little bit different person to person. So I guess getting that narrative out of your head that you have to make everyone believe what you believe. And just like, you might be able to put out there, like, this is where I come from. And it has to be open on both ends to say, like, okay, I can understand where you're coming from. Now this is where I'm coming from. And then just kind of being okay with that, Like, understanding that just because I believe it, it's not more important than what you believe. I think that people have a false idea, or they feel like it's just a fact or whatever in their mind that people only got the American dream because it was given to them, or because their parents were able to do something and so then they got to do it. And so people feel like, well, I just came from the ghetto, or I came from, like I was saying, even with the small towns, or like you can do it with wherever you came from. But if you feel like, well, my parents only just worked the 9-to-5 job and like we just barely made it by and that's how I'm going to be too, then that's how you're going to be too, But if you just decide for yourself, if you can find a niche, or if you can just find something that you really love to do, and work, like you work around the clock for your dream when you want it, like, and that's all you can think of. It's like tunnel vision, and you don't let. And like, I think that even so, like being in the city, it's like when people would find out I was from this little town, it was like, oh, like they kind of discredited me. Like I must not be like, oh, you're just a small town girl. Like, oh, you don't really know how the world works. Or like, oh, it was just like, you totally get that, like played down, like you're not as smart or as talented or as, and I don't think that anyone means it. That's just kind of how it is. But yeah, so it was like, that was eye-opening to me because I really did have that mentality. I thought I was going to be like worth something more if I could make it in the city, I guess.
Right.
But yeah, like here I feel like I can do all the same things, and I am making an impact in just a different way. It doesn't have to, I don't think it's bigger or better, it's just different.